Okay, are you all seeing my screen?
Okay, please use the slideshow mode.
Sorry?
Please use the slideshow mode
Okay,
so that everybody can.
okay. So it's okay for everybody?
Yeah, okay, can start.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. Thank you for
Only
the
15
opportunity.
minutes, right? Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for the opportunity given to present our research work during this interesting conference, Emerging Sciences 2025. Research is entitled AI-Driven Optimization and Adaptive Control for Smart Microgrid Resilience. And I'm Rufan Fezimbaso from the University of Douala. So what's important is to notice that concerning the background of study, microgrids are critical for rural energy resilience. And the second point is that due to the fact that PV and wind energy increase variability and are more likely used nowadays in order to palliate the fact that we want to move from conventional to non-conventional renewable energy sources. The third point related to the background study is the voltage stability and the power quality who must be ensured. The last point is a need to have an intelligent control mechanism in order to have a system more control and who can perform quite good. Okay, objective and novelty. In this work, we propose a unified control framework integrating a real-time forecasting, a hybrid GA and PSO optimization, and adaptive voltage and frequency control. The second point is a simulation based on a real Canadian rural microgrid condition. The third point is to demonstrate operational resilience under uncertainty. In terms of methodology, it's stated on 4 points. The first is to do a forecasting through the LSTM and the ARIMA models that we have employed. The second is to perform an optimization using a hybrid genetic algorithm plus the PSO, particle swarm optimization. The third point is an adaptive control that we employ based on the real-time V over F, voltage over the frequency adjustment. The fourth and the last point is a MATLAB Simulink realization that we perform using that we use as a simulation framework. Okay, the key mathematical models employed in this research. The first, concerning the forecasting, we use all the equations of the LSTM that we found in the literature review. We have just put here the HT. The second is the optimization. It's important to notice that hybridization of materialistic techniques have more power or is more important than using the materialistic separately. So we have the equation of the GAPSO that is presented that we can find in the literature review. The third point is the control. The equation stated for the control is U of t equal to KF times reference minus F reference minus F of t plus KV V reference minus V of t. So the simulation setup is very important for us. So we have the Canadian rural microgrid model that we used, and especially at this point, we use the data from the Natural Resources Canada from 1998 to 2020. And the region that we have taken into considerations here in Canada are Nunavut, Yukon, and Concordia. The second point is important to notice that our simulation incorporate PV, wind, battery, and diesel generator based on the data that we collected from Natural Resources Canada. The third point is a weather and load profiles from historical data sets. And the fourth point is a performance evaluated over seasonal data. So after performing all our simulations, The first result that we have is a voltage deviation reduced by 20 to 40%. The second point is a power loss reduced by up to 20%, a rapid recovery post-disturbance, and the fourth point is a strong operational resilience under uncertainty. So to conclude our work, we would like to say that we present we have an AI-based forecasting include with a GAPSO and an adaptive control which supports to have an enhanced stability. The framework is scalable and in a real world reading that as we have used a Canadian context. The last point is for the future directions. More important, we have to integrate a HIL hardware in the loop implementation, multi-agent control with secure communication, and long-term performance under extreme conditions. Thank you for having listened to our presentation. Now we are open to the remarks, suggestions, and questions.